All right. This is part two to my last video, which went through how to engineer a template to engineer a pricing section on an article that I'm working on. So I showed you how you uh, take a group of data and how you can build a template to feed that data to your AI system and train it on how to give you an output that's consistent in a very structured manner. So we created this pricing section here for each of these um, entries onto this blog, onto this article I'm authoring for one of the pieces I'm working on, which is going to be called. Actually, it's going to be. This is the top 10 AI text to video generators uh, in 2023. So that's what this article is for. And I'm working through each section. I'm having to make some changes to the sections because of just kind of clean them up and make it look nice. You can see how nice and clean this looks. The summary is beautiful. The pros and cons look great. We have great formatting here. So what I did is I took the same concept we did in the last video and I applied it here. I created a new prompt. In this case, this prompt is called the automatically simplify and structure a summary and pros and cons. And this just says involve a rundown list, item summary, and pros and cons. Take existing content ideas and simplify them. And this is the template that I created for this particular purpose. Now, so what I've been doing is, as just like in the last video, I've just been taking. Once I got it working, I was able to just start writing the message. Now do the same with this, and I've worked my way down through this article, and I'm here. My last two pieces here, and I'm going to go ahead and show you how it works, so you can actually see me use the template in person. I am going to go ahead and throw the template in there one time for you, even though I don't really have to. But just so you can see it, I'm going to put them there one more time for you. So go here, and I'm going to go ahead and just put this in here. It can't hurt to continuously be clearer. So I'm going to take, so it just says, I need you to take this content, open parentheses, insert content, close parentheses, and reutilize it to look like this. Insert brief summary, pros, insert pros, cons, insert cons, and embolden pros and cons. So this should take this content, repurpose it, and spit it out to look like this on the left. So let's see how it looks. I'm going to take all of this content, which is pretty robust. We want to shorten this up. We want to summarize all this information perfectly, and then we want to create a nice, concise pros and cons section to go along with it. So let's go ahead and put this here. Boom. And we're going to go ahead and hit enter. So hopefully that will spit it out and make it look really nice for us. There we go. Deforum Stable Fusion, developed by Deforum Art Lab, is an open source AI video generator that uses recurrent neural network to create high quality videos from all still images, ideal for users eager to experiment with new technologies. It offers various pros and cons depending on individual preferences and requirements. Now I can take this now, copy, and let's see how much better it's going to look on this page. I think it's going to look much better. Boom, look at that. And that just looks really nice. So this is all, now this is my original content and ideas uh, synthesized and re-engineered to be more effective using a very specific format. So once again, I can now come here and do the same with Stable Diffusion. But this time, because we have developed, because our engineer prompt was so effective, I can now just come in here and simply say, and do the same with this one. And a this is how powerful a well-engineered prompt can be. So now I don't even have to reuse the template. It's going to go ahead and take take the concepts, apply them to the new content, and give us consistently reliable output and the proper formatting. So now I can copy this one more time and boom, just like that. Now, why is this such a big deal? Well, because now that we've done this, now that we've successfully engineered these concepts, one of the things I could now do is come in here and I can actually train my AI to not just do the uh, not just do the pricing section, not just do the summary and pros and cons section. We can actually have, we're going to be able to come here next and train it to create this entire part of the article. So I can come in here and say, okay, now I've trained you on how to do the pricing section using this prompt. Using this prompt. This is the prompt for the pricing section. I've also trained you on how to use the how to create this section. So now the AI has been trained on how to create this section. Okay. Next up, all I have to do is combine it. I can say, hey, I can create my next one, which we'll do in our next video. I'm going to do that for members only for the Patreon. So if you want to see how I do that, come join me on Patreon. The link is in the description of the video for this video. And I'm going to be doing a member exclusive video on how I can combine both of those sections together and train the AI system to utilize both of those sections in conjunction. Now, the powerful thing about this is, as you can tell, once we're able to do that, then we can expand it out and we can train it to do the entire thing. Say, oh, and here's how we're going to, or then it's just a matter of saying, here's how we're going to organize the header. Here's where we're going to put an image. Okay. So that's the next step. So this next step is we're going to show you how we can actually I can actually put together this entire article piece by combining the training in this video and the last video. And that's going to be a for members only in Patreon. So with that, to the general public, but for the time being, the next members only go over how to do that, because then our next not only have creating this and put in a place image. What if we could go and get it to go screenshot the website for me, screenshot whatever I want. This screenshot in the exact format. How powerful that is. A good system that does a good overview of a program. It then in theory, what I could do is I could have my AI system go out, do an initial research, or I could have it with better quality than I could create for myself. So going to go through all that content will be for the membership. Is content like this, and there's sessions and all that kind of stuff. We're going to reserve that for members, but I'll actually release that to the public as more is able to come out. Appreciate all supporters. Appreciate you are working in the community, helping the links in the description. As always,